Welcome to BrainHouse. In this episode, we're looking at the Ikea FYRTUR smart blinds. These have been out for a little while in Europe and the US, and they've finally made their way to Australia. So this video is going to be a little bit of an unboxing, but also me just giving you, explaining my thought process behind buying the product. TLDR, they're great, and all of my fears were unfounded. So in each package, you get 2 brackets, a signal repeater, a cable for charging, and the battery, as well as a remote for raising and lowering the blinds. The blinds themselves come in standard sizes, so if they don't fit the width of your windows, there's nothing you can do about it. Ikea doesn't offer any option to customize the width or the height of them. So in this instance, I got 2 80mm wide blinds to cover the 2 windows in my kitchen. So it's very light, which is one of my main concerns. Light, but it doesn't feel cheap. The fabric does a very good job at blocking out the light. And you've got options when you install it. So this section here, the rails that I'm pointing at, are where the mounting clips go, and you can place them anywhere. Because it's so light, those 2 clips, they're supposed to be about 16mm away from either edge of the roller, but that's not necessary, I would imagine. But in this case, I've already installed one here, and you can see that the process is basically drilling 4 holes, and this is where you're going to place the brackets, and the blinds simply click into the brackets. Didn't get any footage of that because it was pretty hard to hold a camera while I was drilling away at the wall. Up there is where the battery goes. So I definitely wanted these to be compatible with the rest of my HomeKit setup. I use Siri all the time, so I grabbed you'll need a trad-free home hub as well. That was about $50 Australian. This is a pretty light device. I appreciate the attempt at cable management here. So you twist this off, and your Ethernet cable and your micro USB to USB power goes in next to it, and then you'll see as you put the cover back on, and it neatly presses the cables together. It comes with a power adapter for the other end of the USB, but you can also plug it into USB power. So I've clipped this into my wireless router, and it's powered fine off that. So that means I haven't had to use another power socket in my already overstressed daisy chain of power boards. But so this is in my craft room. This is about 10 meters away from where the blinds are. Pretty straightforward. The setup was easy. I use HomeKit, and so this is the hub next to my Philips Hue hub and my wireless router. Like I said, you can get power to it from USB if your router has that, which is a great little feature. So as they're installed now, I had to pair the controller with each blind and then add them into HomeKit. That was a painless experience, but what I will say is that as you pair both of these blinds, you need to let your network settle for a bit, because it took a few minutes for them to appear in HomeKit, and I was probably a bit impatient and thought they hadn't paired properly. But after leaving them for about half an hour, I came back and they worked fine. So the Hey Siri functionality, the HomeKit, and the Ikea app works fine for raising and lowering these blinds. Then for the less technologically inclined, I've just stuck the remote control adjacent to the blinds, so that those who don't have access or don't want to use them can just use the physical switch to raise and lower them. So overall, I'm very glad I got these. They worked fantastically. If you're in Australia and you're concerned about it, don't be. Give it a shot. Thanks for watching the video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to see more of this content, make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. Bye for now.